Okay, so I did it. I was on eBay looking for motorcycle parts and Honda parts, and I saw this wing. It's one of those 43-inch $30 eBay wings that you always see but you never buy, and I bought one. So this is the actual airfoil itself. I will admit, for 37 bucks, with however much I paid for it, I'm fairly impressed. I mean, it is actually aluminum, metal, and everything. It is dinged in a bit. I don't know if that was from me just leaving it around the house or from shipping right there. And then right here is fine though. But honestly, this is it's a Ricer moment, and I couldn't resist the urge any longer. Just a couple things I want to talk about. One, the actual attachment points are not the best, so this is pretty solid. This does not exactly follow the curve of the actual wing, and you can see they're held in with Phillips screws. Same for this side, but this one's a little loose. I gotta tighten that one up. But on the right side, the side portions, the ones that hold the little flappy things, are held on with Allen keys. So I'm gonna assemble it, put it on the Honda, take some measurements and drill some holes and see how it looks. So I'm gonna assemble what I can inside, and that's gonna be putting the brackets on it and adding the two little end pieces as well. Honestly, everything feels pretty solid. It's all real metal. Granted, it's not. I wasn't expecting. Yes. Boop. 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 I'm just going to take off these two little hex screws and then attach that little bit on the side. Okay, so the two little end cap pieces are both on. Now to mount the actual support brackety thing. I don't know the actual names for any of these pieces. Just to let you guys know, everything on this kit is extremely solid. And look, it even comes with a little foam pad. Like that. I like that a lot. Honestly, these are going to be held on to the car with a really tiny little bolt. Kind of surprised by that, to be honest. Now, these appear to be the bracket hardware that attaches the wing onto the actual support thing. Hey, Pepper. These look to be spacers. Also, one pleasant surprise, they all have lock nuts on them. Okay, so what I've done so far is I used the two holes that were left here from the badge falling off to determine the center of the trunk. Pretty sure this is the center of the trunk. And then I measured the wing. The two bolt holes are about 50 centimeters apart on the wing. And normally I don't use centimeters and stuff, but it's a metric car, metric wing. It's easier just to do everything in centimeters. The deck lid is 130 centimeters wide. It's easier than doing the inches stuff. I'm gonna be honest, man. But this is the center. 25 centimeters that way to one hole, 25 centimeters this way to the other hole. Oh, I just realized I did something dumb. It's gotta be 25 centimeters from this part. Right there. Oh no, that's right. Never mind. I messed up here. And that, my friends, is why they say measure twice, cut once. So I'm basically using this tape as to create reference lines, so I can just go all the way up. So from here to here is 25 centimeters, and from here to here is 25 centimeters. So then here we go. Nice and straight up there. Ooh, that's not straight. I'm gonna draw some arrows on here just so I know which lines are gonna be my reference lines. So this is the main reference, this is the reference for this side, reference for this side. Now all I gotta do is double check, make sure that this is straight, and then measure the two distances between the wing bolts. So these two right here. Looks like these are going to be exactly 13 2/10. So now next step is to pop the trunk and see if there are any holes where I can hopefully avoid drilling through the second section. I wonder why there's tape on the inside of the trunk. Maybe the guy was a base head? That looks straight, right? So this right here is probably the bit with the reinforcement. And then here the shallow bit is the part without it. Okay. So there's that right there. Those are the spots where I'm going to drill. Okay, so this right here is the current setup plan. Not that specific AOA, it was just the easiest angle of attack to pick to make sure that these are level. And I'm happy with it, that particular spacement. So what it is underneath this car, well, let me mark it up real quick. Okay, so there's something kind of funny about this wing that I might have forgot to check. When I bought this wing on eBay, the only reason I bought it is because it was like 30 some bucks. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sweet, $30 eBay wing. I didn't check to see how wide it was. I think it said like 43 inches or something. And I'm like, sure, that sounds about right. But nope. Oh god, this is awesome. I'm still gonna put it on there just as a troll. It's gonna piss off so many people seeing this tiny swing on this slightly less tiny car. Actually, what kind of car would even use a wing this small? I'm kind of curious, because this is like the smallest car in the house. It definitely wouldn't have looked good on the Mustang, I can say that for sure. So, but either way, it's still going on there. And I'm gonna put like a trying to find my Hinata in like a world full of Sakuras decal right here, and then just like go full Honda air brake on it. It's gonna be so awesome. Oh god, I'm gonna get flamed at like every car meet I go to, but it's gonna be worth it. I wonder if there'll actually be any performance benefits to this. I highly doubt it, considering the car is so small, but in reality it is gonna be a track car later on. Maybe, who knows. That went through way too easily. Yep, those all seem right. Okay, so I'm going to take this wing off, bolt these things into the actual trunk real quick, and then put the wing back on. Okay, I'm kind of torn. I know for sure there's going to be a troll face on either this side or that side, but I also want to put a trigger sticker on it somewhere. We'll see. Honestly, one thing I'm kind of impressed about with this wing is the fact that it came with this little styrofoam booties. Look at that, threaded and everything. Time out before I take the tape off. Also, when I post that fuel pump install video, it's not going to make any sense, considering this is going to be, there'll be no wing before the fuel pump video and have a wing at the end of the fuel pump video. Yay for continuity errors. One thing for sure, I'm keeping the Allen key side facing out because it'll look cleaner, even though it's a troll. If you're gonna troll right. Okay, so side note, I was gonna say, oh, that looks terrible. It's not great, but it's not that bad either. 30 bucks, huh? I'm actually almost happy with it. Honestly, if you had a Miata, this wouldn't be a bad wing. Like, it's actually built pretty solidly. Like, has some pretty good angle of attack adjustments. Not bad. So like I said, these are going straight into the double layer plate here, and then this is just going to the skin. I just gotta bolt them into the sides. Okay, so honestly, this wing is actually pretty good, even though it's way too small for the car. And I wasn't really serious about getting it. Like, it was honestly meant to be a troll. But like, it's got some decent AOA, like, or angle of attack adjustment, right? So you got full Honda Boy Stance Nation air brake status. Then you got full. Should probably loosen it. From here you got full right brother status right there. Like, probably take off on a 747 like that. So like, overall, if you have a smaller car, and you're gonna measure the size of your wing, these eBay aluminum wings are not that bad. It's actually really solid if you once everything's tightened down. Like, look at that. That thing is not flexing. That's the actual trunk of the car flexing. Look at that. It's insane. This thing is bolted down, and actually I'm missing a bolt here, and it's still solid. So if you're gonna get one of these, they're not that bad. If you got like a Miata or a Civic or something, go for it. I tighten these bolts down and then continue doing the fuel pump on this car, because I still gotta do that. So if you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more stuff like this, but actual like serious car stuff, hit subscribe. I still gotta do the transmission rebuild on the Mustang. It's sitting in the back right over there. New clutch, rear main seal, and oil pan gasket. And then I gotta get the CBR running, fuel pump on this one. I'm really thinking about KA swapping it, to be honest with you. Like, completely rice out the outside, like canards, body kit, like full time attack spec. Maybe even get like a bigger wing and do a KA swap, because I was looking into it. It's super cheap, and I think it might be better for me to do the KA swap and the manual swap than just doing the manual swap. Imagine turning this thing into like a legit street car with like a 5-lug conversion and everything. But that's something that'll be like later down the line. Main thing, get the drift car running, because that's been down for like what, October? This is May? June. This is June. Holy. Anyway, and the CBR's been down for like 4 years too.